Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. Back in the chair. Good friend of the show, Tim Jordan, is back. How you doing, Tim?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. For those who living under a rock, can you explain who you are and what you do?
I started off as an e-commerce seller about 5 years ago, and then found myself in the service-based industry. Set up a sourcing company, logistics company, 3PL, warehouses between here and China, and also Central America, and just started learning the whole Amazon private label game, and then the private label game in general, not just Amazon. Since then, I've started doing a lot of coaching, consulting, worked with a lot of service-based companies, worked with a lot of sellers, and continue to build my own brand. So, kind of a unique bird's eye view of the whole e-com ecosystem, if you will.
Sounds good. All right. So today we're going to be talking about affiliate traffic. You've been working a lot with affiliates, driving traffic for YouTube and stuff. Give us a rundown of what you've been doing to engage these guys.
Yeah, so we all know that as we're trying to sell stuff online, one of the biggest struggles we have is getting traffic to our listings, right?
Yeah.
That's why like PPC is such a big deal. We're buying traffic. That's why there's so much interest in even Google ads and spiking the algorithm with Amazon, trying to get them convinced that our product is the most relevant for a certain set of keywords so that Amazon will drive traffic, being put my product on page one, right?
Yeah.
So for a long time, I've been trying to figure out how do we drive traffic? How do we drive traffic? And how do we do it in a terms of service appropriate way? Because Amazon can shut us down. Amazon can change the game where things don't work anymore. So we need something organic. And, a lot of us, especially in the Amazon space, are using a lot of the same methods now. And they seem to be working, but I always felt there was more.
Hmm.
Well, I guess it was December of 2019. I was invited to Bangkok, Thailand to speak at a conference called Affiliate Marketing World. And it is one of the largest digital marketing events in the world. And there's nothing but digital marketers there. And I went not knowing what I was going to be exposed to, not knowing what I was going to see. And my only experience with affiliate marketing was essentially like your Helium 10s of the world that use affiliates to market their stuff, right? So it's all service-based affiliate marketing. Well, when I went to this conference and I started hanging out with a lot of these people, I realized that what I was dealing with were some of the most legitimate, experienced, and professional digital marketers in the world. Because the way affiliate marketing works is a marketer will take a product, connect it to a customer through what's called a network, right? And there's a lot of software companies and such that create these networks that do tracking links and do the traffic and facilitate payments for basically for commissions. So if I am an affiliate marketer for a course, right, and I push somebody else's course, I'll have a deal set up with them where I get 25% or even 50% of the revenue. And if I drive people through my link and it can be tracked, then the course owner, when they make the sale, is going to owe me whatever that commissionable rate is. Okay. So you've got this network that is the pendulum of everything. It runs all the traffic, it runs all the data, it monitors everything where both sides can see the performance, right? Well, I didn't realize until then that product marketing is actually a really, really big industry. People affiliate marketing products. Now, if we're selling like an educational thing, a digital asset, a lot of times the owners will pay their affiliates, like I said, 25, 50%. It's a really high profit margin for affiliates. But for products, there's not enough meat on the bone to do that. So the typical ongoing rate for a product affiliate marketer is less than 10%. Okay. So if I'm selling a product that is $15, right, and I'm an affiliate marketer, I'm advertising this product, and I get 10% of $15. That's $1.50.
You're not going to waste your time because the customer acquisition costs are so low.
So there's not much money there, especially when typically the digital marketers are having to run ads and they're having to generate content to create organic traffic and get SEO. So because the margins are so slim, digital marketers that are affiliate marketing a product have to become the best digital marketers in the industry. They are amazing. They can run down to ridiculously low margins, but super high volume. They're the best in the world. So what I started thinking was there's got to be a way to find an opportunity for the best of the best digital marketers, these affiliate marketers for products, to help sell my product. Now, Amazon does have its own affiliate marketing program, right? It's called Amazon Associates. And if you look at the history of Amazon Associates, it used to be a lot better. Amazon used to give really, really high commissions. And that Amazon Associates program is the network, right? So they connect somebody with a product. So right now, any of us can sign up to become an Amazon Associate.
Yeah, you can't promote your own products, but you can.
You're not supposed to. I don't know if they've ever
Yeah.
slapped in his hand. You're not supposed to. But I can essentially go into Amazon Associates, sign up with my own, account, just like you would Seller Central or something, and grab any ASIN off of Amazon, and it creates a unique link. And then I can share that link anywhere, right? So if I have a blog that talks about, I don't know, screwdrivers, right? The 10 best screwdrivers on Amazon. I can go and find the 10 screwdrivers that I want to promote on Amazon, grab the link those in my blog. Anybody that reads my blog, clicks one of those links and buys the product, gets paid an affiliate commission. Now, the problem is Amazon has gotten so big for their britches that they don't need a lot of help, or they think they don't. So they have reduced those commissions significantly. It depends on the category, but a lot of the categories, it's only like 1%, 2%, 3%, right?
They dropped them in peak COVID last year, didn't they?
Even further, because they didn't need the affiliates, right? More people are coming to Amazon. Why would I pay commission when I'm getting the traffic anyways, right? So it's not a bad business move for Amazon, but it was a bad move for the affiliates. So what's interesting about affiliates is a lot of times their traffic is evergreen and it's ongoing. So when we think about like running PPC, if we're running PPC to a product, the moment we turn our PPC off, what happens? Well, people stop clicking on that ad because it's not there. The traffic stops. So ideally, what we want to do is run PPC until we get enough traffic, momentum, velocity on that product that lands on page one. And then we can throttle down some of that PPC, because even if people don't see the ad, they should see the product based on specific keywords on page one, right? So digital marketers know the same thing. They know that if they can get ongoing free traffic, it's a lot better than running Google ads for a product. So digital marketers have gotten very savvy about creating content that lives forever. The place that we see this is like blogs. We see this in a lot of different content that sits forever and just gets parked, right? And then they may get residual revenue for a long time because they increase the SEO value of a blog. People are going to it. People are still clicking on those links. So all they had to do was set up the blog one time, get a little bit of SEO optimization, and now it's just continually pumping traffic, right? So I'm going down this rabbit hole trying to figure out, how do I get these best of the best digital marketers to push my products? And I started looking at the problems they were having. And I started looking at, and the problems being things like their commission rates have gone down, right? And then I started thinking about the way that they're succeeding, which is parking content, parking links that is continuously getting traffic, regardless of whether or not they're pumping paid ads to it or not, because a lot of times they can't afford paid traffic. So I thought back to myself years ago. A friend of mine who he's not in e-commerce at all, but he's a big cooking nerd, right? And he introduced me to this variation of cooking called sous vide. Are you familiar with this, Danny?
No.
So it's a French style of cooking. And if you'll allow me, I'm going to share my screen now.
Go for it.
And let me go to my YouTube here. And he said, Tim, you got to check out this sous vide thing. It's amazing. I said, okay. He said, go to YouTube. And he typed in sous vide. And in fact, the channel was sous vide everything. And this channel pops up. And what it is it's so there were some Brazilian software engineers that had started to learn to cook this sous vide style on their lunch breaks in their office. So they would go just make really, really cheesy videos, and they would show how they're cooking. Now, what the sous vide machine, this is from 3 years ago. This is one of their older videos, I'm sure. We have to get through the ad. Bear with me just a second. Yeah. But really low quality, nothing really fancy here. They're just using this. And what the sous vide is you essentially put items in a vacuum bag and then put it in temperature controlled water, right? So it's like the best way to cook steaks. It's amazing. But this video is old. See how basic it is?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, why are these guys doing this? Because now this video has 113,000 views back from 2000, but that's from 2017. At the beginning, it had very little. I thought, why are they doing this? And I went down here into the description.
Yeah.
And I noticed this: sous vide equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And they started listing all of the items that they were using. And Danny, you know what this is, right?
Yeah.
This is an Amazon associate link. So if I click this link and it goes over to Amazon, if you look up here, you're going to see in the URL, Amazon products, ASIN, REF, which stands for referral or reference.
Yeah.
And then they have this creative or this unique link. So now Amazon knows that I came to this product page based on the traffic from the Sous Vide Everything channel. Now, if I buy this, they'll get a commission.
Yeah.
All right. So this is 2017. They were doing this and they were starting to put all this stuff up. And I started thinking to myself, man, this is amazing because this video has been around since 2017 and I'm still clicking these links and they can go in and update these links. You can update the descriptions and videos. So essentially what I started thinking was, how can I utilize these folks, these great digital marketers, even if they're just guerrilla marketers, right? To sell my products. So to figure out a good sales pitch, I had to come up with this method of solving their problems. And remember, I told you one of the problems was they're getting less commission. Another problem they have is inventory, because they're not connected to these brand owners. They're just going to Amazon and finding stuff. Well, what happens if they put out a great blog or a great YouTube video that's pushing specific products and we run out of stock? Well, if I click that link or someone clicks that link, guess what? There's nothing to buy. So they're essentially driving traffic pointlessly, right? So I thought to myself, hey, what if I could start communicating with them and making sure that I was reducing this stress, reducing this unknown that they have of inventory. So I thought if I could pitch these guys, I could come up with a way to say, hey, I want to help you make more money. Let's reduce your inventory stress. And here's what we want to increase your conversion, because just because I click on that link doesn't mean they get paid. It has to sell. And we look at a lot of the affiliate links, they go to products that are great, but the listings are terrible, or maybe they're overpriced, or maybe they don't convert well, right? So what I came up with was a pitch for affiliates where I would say, one, I'm an Amazon expert. I know what I'm doing. I have high conversion rates. So just in a little quick snippet, I could say, hey, when people land on my product, they typically buy them. They're not going to migrate to another product. They like what I have to sell. Two, I have consistent inventory. Here's my inventory report from the last 6 months. If you want to push this product, you're not going to run out. And I'll put you on a list where I will continuously update you on orders, right? Amazon affiliates have never even been contacted from these brand owners, these product owners typically. So now they're like, oh my gosh, these guys really, really want to hook me up because they're relieving some of my stress. The third problem was the commissions. What I'll frequently do is come in and say, hey guys, I know that these commission rates sucks. What if I doubled them? Okay. They're going, what do you mean? Say, all right, if you're getting 2% for a $20 item, that's 40 cents, right? I can tell them, hey, I'll double that. I'll double that to 80 cents, total of 80 cents. So you'll get paid through Amazon 40 cents. I'll pay you another 40 cents. And the way that I do that is every month they get a report showing the commission they get per ASIN. So I tell them, hey, at the end of every month, all you have to do is send me that report and I'll double it. Now think about this. If I'm paying them additional 40 cents for a product sale for $20, what are we typically assuming is a good cost per click for PPC? For a $20 item in most categories, we're happy with $1.20 or $1.30 cost per click, right? And remember, our conversion rate's a lot less than our cost per click, or than the number of clicks. So if I'm paying $1 per click and my conversion rate's 20%, I'm essentially paying $5 per sale in ad spend. Well, if I could take that $20 product and only pay 40 cents for a guaranteed sale, would you do that every day?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Would you go even higher? Instead of $1.25 for a click, would you pay $1 for a confirmed sale? Yeah, you'd be crazy not to.
You'd work out what's relevant in terms of scale. Whatever's there,
Yep.
you'll pay accordingly.
Yep. So essentially what I figured out is I could figure out, hey, I can come to them and offer to even triple or quadruple their affiliate commission, and I'm still getting cheaper sales than using PPC.
Yeah.
And what's happening is we're creating an organic purchase decision, which helps ranking, because Amazon tracks conversion rates even coming from affiliates. And they say, hey, people land on this listing and they buy it. Hey, we've got all these people pumping traffic to this listing. This listing must be really relevant. Let's continue to pump this thing up in organic traffic. So what I've done is I figured out, hey, it's cheaper than PPC, and I can get them to park my link somewhere, maybe on a YouTube video that's 4 years old, and continuously get traffic that's 100% within terms of service. And nobody's doing this, right?
Yeah.
Meaning when I am able to make contact with these affiliates, they go crazy, right? Nobody's ever worked with them before. So I had this plan in my head of how to do this. What I didn't know was how I'm going to find affiliates that work within my products. That's tough. But I've already showed you the answer, Danny. You know what the answer is?
YouTube. You do a search on YouTube.
What do I search?
The product that you're selling, you sell it. You want to see for unboxing and things like that, don't you?
Check this. Every
right,
one of these links has this in the URL, amzn.to.
Ah, okay, yeah.
This indexes in the YouTube search engine.
Right.
So give me a category that I might sell something in, Danny.
I don't know. Let's talk beard products, as we both got beards. Let's do a balm or something.
Beard. All I do is I put the amzn.to.
Yeah.
Now what's happening, YouTube is showing me the most relevant videos for the keyword, because remember, we don't sell products, we sell keywords.
Yeah.
Beard products that are also, I did that wrong, that are also Amazon affiliates.
Mm-hmm.
So every single one of these videos that I go into, that's an ad. Watch this. Check it out. I just found a YouTube influencer that's an Amazon affiliate for beard products.
Cool.
And what's really cool about this is YouTube's search engine algorithm is very advanced, where it shows most relevant trending. It's not always the ones that are the longest standing. So this one's 5 months ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago, 3 months ago, 1 year ago. It's not just about most views. It's what's trending highest. Now, since we are very specific, beard products, it's showing us videos where people are doing unboxing. They're literally talking about products, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you could actually narrow away from products and just go straight into the niche. And let's just say beard. Let's take the products out of here. Right? So now what I'm doing is I found influencers that are selling beard type items that are Amazon affiliates. Now, occasionally you get something weird, like I don't know what this video game guy is in here and why he has Amazon affiliate stuff in here, but I know for absolute certain that this guy's going to be an Amazon affiliate. Right? You can do this with 1 million keywords, right? And what's interesting is, because we sell keywords on Amazon, the keywords are the same. So it doesn't have to be beard products. It can just be beard. It can be camping. It can be RVs. It can be sous vide, amzn.to.
Well, because it's more contextual. It gives you a broader range of what you can work with. I've got a little, well, it's not a hack. It's something that my friend, before I knew anything about Amazon FBA, we're going back to 2008, really good SEO guy based in the UK. You know, tinnitus, where you get the ringing in your ears. Well, one of the ways you deal with that is where you have like a white noise, which is just basically a waveform you can just generate if you've got a bit of software. I'm getting geeky now. What he did was he made CDs at home, made the covers on the computer and everything else with just static white noise on it. He went onto YouTube and he went to a load of different channels. And when he bought these channels, they might have 2-3 million views. They've been up there for 7 years or so. And he said, look, I'll give you $100 for the channel. Then he put the affiliate links inside of those, and he drove traffic from those videos that related to tinnitus. They use the annotation on the videos, and it says, do you have any problems here? Come here, go to Amazon, buy this, etc., etc. So he would drive the traffic there and be the affiliate, But the other smart thing he did was it was #1 in Google as well, because he would fire .edu and Angel links back in the day to the listing. And being Amazon the beast it is, it's not going to get taken underwater. So effectively, he earned off the affiliate commission. He bought the channel with all the different views on. He drove the traffic there, and any organic searches that will come up as the top listing on Amazon as you click from Google to go through. I don't know if he probably doesn't do this still now, but I thought that was a really good, clever idea of getting both of those together. A bit dodgy on the terms of .edu links and stuff, like he used to build networks and that.
Yep.
But they did work back then, and I still think some of the .edu links and stuff will still work today. They're not as powerful, and of course, you ain't going to want to do that to one of your own listings. But it's very interesting in how we could just take nothing and make it into something. And I don't know how popular it is now, but another point that you're making with these videos is offering to buy these channels that have pretty much been abandoned. It's worth contacting them, say, do you want to sell your channel for a couple of hundred? And then what you do is, because the channel's got history and stuff, you can update the annotation across the bottom of the screen and stuff like that, depending on the format.
Now that's a longer scale thing, because then you have to start creating content. I don't want to buy channels and create content in something I'm not an expert in. I want them to create the content, because remember, these are the best digital marketers out there. Let them roll. These guys that are creating these YouTube videos, they're not dumb, especially if they've got a bigger channel. They know their math. They know exactly how much content they have to create to get a dollar value back off of it. And a lot of people will get confused with what I'm talking about and say, well, what if they don't feature my products? Look, that's a whole separate comment or topic. What you're talking about is influencer marketing. Now, there is some
what I'm talking about is taking advantage of abandoned channels that have got a shit ton of views that is still sending traffic out, and you're buying it at a really low rate. That was all.
If they're still getting a lot of views, and you can use like TubeBuddy to track, like, are they still getting
exactly. You can look and divide the history by the amount of views.
Yep. So what I just showed you is a way that I search YouTube for Amazon affiliates.
I've never seen that before. That's great.
Target.
Yeah, just using.
And a lot of people will say, well, Tim, let's take that a step further and get them to feature our product. Because looking at that sous vide video that I went to, they had a bunch of different products listed, but they only featured 2 or 3. Now, this is stepping outside of exactly what I'm talking about. And now we're blending into influencer marketing. So when I reach out to them, I'm usually just reaching out to them as, hey, you're an affiliate. Would you like to affiliate market my product? But the second conversation will be, hey, can I send you one of my products? I'd love for you to test it. I'd love to do an unboxing video. Now, a lot of these guys that do that, they're not necessarily making money as an Amazon affiliate. They're making money as a paid influencer. Yeah, if you'll give me $3,000, I'll feature your product on my listing, right? Those are a little bit tougher because influencer marketers are expensive. You never know what kind of traffic you're getting. So I'm not necessarily talking about that. What I'm talking about are the affiliates. And a lot of times the influencer and affiliates are different. So people come to me and say, well, Tim, if you're trying to sell a beard product, these guys have all these views, a lot more than the 7,000, 6,000, 10,000 you're talking about now. And I'll say, yeah, we're talking about influencers versus affiliates. And we look and they're not affiliate marketers. I'm talking specifically about affiliate marketers. Now, I have reached out to some of these folks and said, hey, I'd love to help you with your affiliate marketing. Can I send you a product? And because it's a smaller channel, they might have 10,000 subscribers or 15,000 subscribers. They don't have to be a ton. I'm showing them love they've never seen before, and they'll feature my product for free. And then they'll also say, hey, there's a link to it in the description below. Click it and go, right? It doesn't take much. And the truth is, there are a lot more YouTubers out there with 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers that are getting organic traffic than the really big influencers with 100,000, right? I'll give you another example. Let me share my screen. I sell, one of the things I sell on Amazon is a bunch of fishing accessories, right? And one of my favorite YouTube guys to watch is this hillbilly right here. Richard Jean, the fishing machine. This guy actually lives in Alabama, about 20 miles from me. He is straight up redneck, right? His videos are goofy, but check this out. 1 day ago, 30,000 views. 5 days ago, 48,000 views. 1 week ago, 122,000. Huge numbers, very, very low quality. He only has 219,000 subscribers. But from a 1 week old video, he's got 122,000 views. It's massive. Now, if I click into his stuff, that's an ad. If I click into his stuff, he's not even affiliating the fishing products he uses. It's just the filming equipment that he uses. So somebody has told him, hey, if you're creating videos, you can get commission for the filming equipment. But when we actually watch through his video, what you'll find is you'll find a ton of products. Like, look, he's talking about the lures that he's using. He's going to go through and he's going to talk about, look, this is the super glue I use. These are the jig heads I use. And he talks about all this stuff. So this guy is an affiliate, but he's not affiliating products. Now, what he will do is he'll let me pay him $2,000 to use my fishing reel, right? And then he'll feature it. So again, these are not the guys I'm talking about targeting today. They're a little bit tougher nut to crack because they want money to feature a product.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give them money until they make sales, right?
Yeah.
So the affiliate marketing and influence marketing are two very different things.
I'm just going to go to the comments and we'll resume here. So Mark says, the man Timbo. Vincenzo says, hey guys, thank you for the knowledge. Alexander says, good afternoon. Love your podcast. Gold nuggets all the time. Cheers. Cy says, hey guys, Tim knows his onions and his shorts.
I don't know what that means, but I take it.
Knowing your onions is knowing your stuff. And obviously you know about shorts as well. Tim Jordan in the house. How are you, Danny McMillan? That's from Juan. I'm very good, brother. Long time no see. Nia says, Tim Jordan, I would say the best way to cook will be for a grill smoker. Herb says, so I could get an extra 3% profit from Amazon. If I or a family member was an affiliate of my products, I could send FB traffic to my affiliate link. The only problem with that, Herb, is, and I've seen it before, I know people had, back in the day, had burner accounts on networks and stuff, and they do catch up with you eventually. I know people that's burnt through lots of them, and at 3% and Facebook traffic, it's going to be pretty tough, I think, making any money on it. But obviously, go ahead, try it out. Depends on your the margins and stuff that you're working on. If you're selling products at $500, you might see a bit of love there. Cybe says, super freaking smart. He also says, knowledge bomb Maximus, kaboom. Nearest comeback says, that is so cool. Tim Jordan, do you know how they create the AMS link? We'll get to that in a minute. And Boxer 1986, I've actually did what Tim is saying in the last 2 weeks with 5 influencers. I just need to find a bigger affiliates like he mentioned. So just go back to Near about the creating the Amazon link.
Yeah, that Amazon link is created through their Amazon Associates account. So if you become an affiliate seller, Amazon Associates account, you log into a dashboard. It looks a lot like Seller Central. And when you input an ACE and say, this is what I want to sell, it spits you out your own unique link that starts with that amzn.to.
Yeah. Cool. What else we're going to cover before we get on to you? Because we've done an in-depth, a year ago or so now, but you always got so many projects on. I mean, you've been sponsored. You sponsored some of the events that we've done when you where was it? The finance company you was doing work with?
Sellers Funding.
No, you were Sellers Funding now, but you've got a lot of projects you're on at the moment. Do you want to have a chat about those?
Yeah, well, before we jump to that, let me show you something else really cool about this.
Let's do that. Yes, I just wanted to see what you're up to as well.
For a second.
Yeah, all good.
You're gonna like this. I know most people can't just continuously keep dropping stuff, but I got a couple for you.
Come on, in. That's it. The crowd loves it. Keep dropping them hits. Yeah.
So when we think about tracking affiliates separately than influencers, I've showed you how to do it on YouTube, but what about other search engines? Watch this.
Okay.
Because I know that YouTube videos are one thing, but what about blogs? So then I started thinking, hey, all search engines should work the same way. So what if I go Pinterest and I type the same thing? Beard amzn.to. So what'll happen is Pinterest will search through the pins and through the links in the pages that the pins go to. Okay. So go past the promoted ones. This is Amazon.com. That's obvious. But like this one, I know that there is content here related to beards that is also an Amazon affiliate. So if I click into here and I want to go to that website, timesofindia.com, somewhere embedded on this page is going to be an Amazon affiliate link. I don't know exactly where it was. I might have to scroll through here. And sometimes they hide the links. You can't actually tell they're Amazon affiliate links because they'll be like through a bit.ly. But eTimes in this article has an Amazon affiliate link. So you can do it with Pinterest. You can do it with nearly anything else. just using that amzn.to link, right? It will pull up some that are Amazon. You can skip those, but go straight to these other ones. Beard Essentials. Somewhere in here, he has this thing buried. So then what I would do is I would go to this person's profile and I would track them down. I would start looking up Beard Essentials. See, even only one follower on Pinterest, but I've already figured out that Beard Essentials is an Amazon affiliate seller talking about beards. Now, the next part of this is actually tracking people down. And usually I do that by Google. Any of these people are easy to find because they're trying to make themselves more noticeable to get more affiliate links. So you can message their YouTube profile, but that doesn't really work very well because it's usually their old Gmail account that they're not using.
Yeah.
In most of their links, they'll say, hey, here's my business email address. Here's my Instagram. You can track them down. So I have a templated email that has my offer. Basically, hey, I want to talk to you. Here's what I'm thinking about doing to help you with your affiliate stuff. I'll message them on Instagram, YouTube, whatever email address they have linked to their YouTube and whatever email address they have actually listed in their YouTube description. And only about 1 out of 10 respond. But if I'm selling fishing accessories, I can put together a list of 600 people making fishing videos with the amzn.to links. So it gets really, really big, really, really fast.
Good. Very good. What, you just get a VA on it, or is this stuff that you set up, do yourself, put it into a protocol and then offload it?
So I've got a VA that goes in and builds me spreadsheets. Then I'll go through and just manually check them, make sure I'm happy with them. And then I'll reach out and do the initial outreach through a template, which my VA can do. But then any responses, I'll actually follow up personally.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool. So what else have you been up to? See, there's that's been keeping you busy, but
yeah,
the projects, Helium 10, the podcast, what's been going on?
Yep. So I've still got I've got another Amazon business that I'm launching right now. We've got like 6 products that we're working on. Most of them are actually done. I've still got a big Kickstarter project that I'm trying to get off the ground this year that I was collaborating with some other people. Kirsten Ross, the folks over at Gemba, Rich Goldstein. And it's such a complicated product that we ran into some sourcing and manufacturing issues. And I think we finally got that taken care of. So we're going to be doing a big, actually Indiegogo. I say Kickstarter is the generic term. We're actually using Indiegogo, and we're recording everything. And we're going to do a free case study on that. It'll go out. So with my private label Legion, just the free content site, the community, and then our paid group coaching program, you know that I brought in Norm as a full-time partner. Mm-hmm. So Norm Farrar is my 50% owner in that now, and we're kicking off a lot of new content. We're kicking off a lot of new features, that we offer. We're going to be getting into live events at the end of this year when this COVID stuff finally gets a little more under control. That's rocking on. Working with Sellers Funding now in an official capacity to basically help them develop their products, develop their lead base, but also help sellers understand all of the ins and outs of finance, right? Because when I started selling, I didn't understand. And I was taking horrible loans, or I was overpaying for cross-border conversions. It was all a big giant mess. So a lot of my role there is just figuring out how does the finance world work and educating myself and then passing that education on. And then I've got some other projects that I kind of do behind the scenes that aren't necessarily public, but I do just to learn. I love learning about this industry, and I love trying to gather as much information as I can. And then, of course, I'm hosting the AM/PM podcast now, which takes up a lot of time, but so far it's been worth it.
Sounds good. What's got here? What we've got here? Boxer 1986 has come back and says to Tim, how do you weigh up whether it's worthwhile with the traffic to go ahead with? Basically, the spreadsheets. Once your VA's done all that, how do you determine?
If it doesn't take much work, right? So we send the offers out. If they say, yeah, I want to work with you, and I say, hey, I'll update you on inventory, and here's my ASIN, they do the rest of the work. If they don't follow through, I haven't lost anything, right? So it's more like a spray and pray. Like I'll just put out as many of these offers, and sometimes they come back great, sometimes they don't. The other thing that happens is a lot of times I'll get traffic that I don't know about, because a lot of these Amazon associate sellers, they have to come to me to get paid. They have to send the monthly report to my email address. I check it, I confirm, and I PayPal them the money. If they're only making a few sales, sometimes they're like, it's not worth it. Well, a few sales for them might be $3 in extra commission, but those few sales for me might have been another $300 in sales, right? So a lot of times I don't even know the traffic that's coming because they're not sending me reports. And that's well and fine. That's free sales for me, right? So I blast this thing out to as many people. I don't really determine, hey, who's going to be good or who's not. What's interesting is a lot of the bigger content creators, the bigger influencers, are the hardest to deal with, and they're less likely to feature my product. The small guys like old Richard Jean, the fishing machine, who's getting 100,000 views in 1 week, but nobody's showing him love. He's going to be more likely to give me that extra love than anybody else, right?
Yeah. Sounds good. Best way for anyone if they want to reach out to you?
Yeah, you track me down on social media, privatelabellegion.com. We've just about got that website finished up after rebranding with Norm and myself. I've got the free Facebook group, Private Label Legion. Yeah, it's pretty easy to find me. Just
and obviously subscribe to the podcast, which is through the
AMPM podcast. Yeah,
Apple and all the other podcatchers.
Yep.
Cool, guys. Back. I'll be back here Tuesday. Tomorrow, Sharon Evan will be back. She'll be bringing in Raphael from Unicargo. They're going to be talking about some of the issues, the ongoing issues with freight. That'll be tomorrow. Then Isabella's back Monday. I'll be back Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Take care of yourself and your family. Much love, and I'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Danny.